What's new is that they knocked the trees down, and underneath the trees is all this exposed ash.
And we're talking about ash with lead, with dioxin, with a whole range of ugly, poisonous chemicals, right?
Yes, barium, arsenic, dioxins.
Neighborhood activist Alan Atkinson talking about huge swaths of newly exposed incinerator ash unearthed near the controversial 800 Middle Street low-income housing project under construction on the Near East Side. Does that amount to what they describe as environmental racism?
Yes.
Putting people next to environmental hazards who have no place to go?
Yes, and low-income families that don't have a choice.
So they have to live next to this?
Yes.
And their kids will be patrolling, exploring, playing in this?
Yes, it's morally wrong.
Despite our extensive reporting on the generational health risk posed by this project, the Houston Housing Authority is plowing ahead with the $130 million taxpayer-funded project with plans to move residents in by year's end. Holly, you've been covering this too.
So here's some undisputed facts. There is a former ash dump there from the Velasco incinerator. There's a radio tower that is not within the restrictions that are supposed to be near a residence like this. And there are people who made a lot of money on this deal. The TCEQ last year found violations in the procedures surrounding the construction of this. So none of these things are in dispute. Now, why we continue to move forward with putting these people on this land where they're separated by a chain link fence from some of this very well-known contaminated property is hard to comprehend. And what's going on behind the scenes, I don't know. But my guess is that we'll hear more about this. I do want to make one other quick point. With the money that they've spent on this, the units come out to more than $300,000 per unit. We could have purchased these people a house and said, here you go, for the kind of money we're spending here.
Chris, the concern is litigation.
Well, this is horrific to me. Mayor Whitmire has come in and done some great things. He settled the firefighters issue immediately, and I really thought that he would come in and take care of this issue and stop it. And I thought it would happen almost immediately. To move these families who have nowhere else to go, no choice but to live here on top of a toxic dump, this is going to create a huge liability for the city in about 10 years. There's going to be lawyers signing these people up, suing the city for the cancers and the deaths that are going to come. It's just craziness.
20 seconds.
Bottom line is that the project needs to be canceled. And then the city, or whoever is responsible, needs to be sued for fraud because they were producing fraudulent certificates that said there were no problems with the land around there.
Marcus, final word to you.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, this is not just the city. There are layers that are involved in this, right? There's the city of Houston. There's a state component to it because while the TCEQ came back and said one thing, previously they had said another. And of course, this is also federal because this comes from the Housing Authority.
Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on it.